Hey everyone, my name is Nguyen and welcome back to Stellaris Federations. So, I've been thinking a little bit about our situation and I think we're in a pretty good spot, both planet and territory-wise, especially with these two new planets coming online very soon. So I'm actually thinking about postponing invading these guys over here and focus more on building up our economy. So let's go ahead and do just that. We're still gonna expand our fleet a little bit though, because it's pretty low currently, and I want to get our military power up to deter any invasions from our neighbors. Speaking of neighbors, let's see our relations. These guys are still suspicious with us. These guys as well, and it's going down. However, we have pretty nice relations here, and I'm actually thinking about forming a research agreement. Okay, so it looks like we have elections coming up. Let's check out the research agreement here, what we can gain out of it. Okay, so I think it's worth signing this. It's gonna cost us 0.25 influence each month, but any text these guys have research, we'll get a bonus when we try to research them. So let's go ahead and sign it. And it might be nice to have good relations with one of our neighbors actually. Now let's check out the elections here. So this is our current ruler here, which he's pretty nice, not the best. His agenda is not necessarily the best. I like this one and this one. Let's see what else we can get here. Scientific leap, this is interesting. Ship weapon damage and army damage increase. And colony development speed and colony ship build cost decrease. I'm not going to be spamming a lot of colony ships currently, so I'm not sure how useful that is. So to be influencing these elections is gonna cost us 200 influence, so we can't do anything about it either way. So let's just roll the dice and see what's gonna happen. Alright, so looks like the Knasna Monopoly agreed to our research agreement. That's very nice. And we also got an event here, Mummified Pilot. The mummified remains of a single individual belonging to a previously unknown mammalian species have been found drifting in high orbit over Tiralam 9A. The being is dressed in what appears to be a flight suit complete with a helmet and maybe a fighter pilot that ejected in some ancient battle, only to be forgotten and left behind. Our study of the corpse has provided some interesting data. Okay, so we got some society research out of this, very nice. Now let's see how our shipyard is currently upgrading. How many ships do we have? 7. Yeah, we need to reinforce, so let's do that. How many ships does our fleet? Okay, we have 10 ships. We're building an additional 2, as many as we could afford. How are we doing on research? Alright. So 15 months until robot modification. Great. And that's probably gonna be at the time where we unlock several more building slots where we can start producing robots, which will increase our population growth by a lot. Alright, so looks like we have a new ruler. We got Ralph Fenn. This is, yeah, he was a scientist on one of our science ships. And now we got Architectural Sense and Warlike. And also all our leaders are gonna get 25% more experience. Alright, so this means that we have to, let's see, what science ship lost? Or maybe it was our governor, I'm not sure. No, it wasn't. That's strange. Oh, there we go. No orders. Okay. I was quite sure that that was gonna be one of our scientists, or that this was gonna leave one of our science ships unmanned, but apparently not. Let's see if we can recruit any new... Oh, this guy's nice. Let's go ahead and recruit this guy. Get rid of you, actually. Like so. And then we're gonna dismiss you, since you're just costing us credits. What's your orders? Okay, you need to survey down here. Like so. And then head up here. Excellent. So, what do we have here? Oh, so we have another wormhole here. That's interesting. So we have a wormhole over here and also over here. This might be useful in the future, or hopefully it's going to be useful in the future. Looks like we have encountered some more xenos in the Sulan system. Interesting that it keeps taking us to the galactic center whenever we try to zoom in. Let's go ahead and investigate these guys. It's only going to take 8 months. And as soon as our fleet is ready, now we should be able to merge these 2 ships here. Or not. I wonder why that is. Oh well. Alright, so we made some progress on our gas giant structure here. This Stellaris station was once known as a star petal, and it was apparently a celebrated luxury resort in the corner of the galaxy nearly 1,000 years ago. A small fleet of tugs would drag the station to a new exotic location each year, but Gold 2 appears to have been its last. For unclear reasons, the station was pulled into the gas giant's atmosphere, where it suffered critical damage. And we got some minor artifacts out of this, and we're going to progress. Very nice. Let's go ahead and keep reinforcing our fleet, like so. Our colony ship is about to start colonizing Kamara here. Can we claim this system? Yes, we can. Excellent. And also maybe this one. No, we're missing the alloys.
Establishing colony.
Okay, that was interesting. Notification just went away. Huh. That's interesting. Got notified that we could unlock another tradition, but apparently not. Alright. Alright, so we started colonizing Kamara here. By colonizing the planet down here, since it's more than 4 jumps away from our home system, this is going to create its own sectors. We are going to have to assign a new governor to this planet. But that's going to be fine. That's going to be fine. Now, how are we doing relative to our neighbors here? These guys are overwhelming, which is worrisome. These guys are superior. And these guys are superior as well. Now, is it going to be for real this time? It is. Okay, so we're going to adopt Discovery, because since we're a science-oriented race. And this is going to give us anomaly research speed plus 20%. But it's also going to boost our leader experience gain, unlock more research alternatives. And also once we finish this tree, it's going to boost our research by another 10%, which is going to be really nice actually. So hopefully we're going to be able to get ahead in research. Now let's go ahead and attack the alien vessels located in this system here.
Connection established.
Okay, looks like we made contact with the Shinnor Combine. Also a mega corporation. So far we have 3 mega corporations as our neighbors. Okay, interesting. And these guys are fanatic materialists and militarists. So these guys might actually be worth consider federating, because they are pretty much aligned to us, since we're also fanatic materialists. So let's go ahead and greet them. And let's see where they're located. Okay, so they're over here actually. That's interesting. And I'm thinking, let's go ahead and assign our envoy over there actually. And I think we need to do it like this. How's our relationship? Neutral and new contact, bright materialist. Okay, so they like us because of that. We get minus 20 because of a new contact. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna actually improve our relations, and we're gonna assign our one and only envoy to these guys instead. And we might consider federating these guys in the future, which can be helpful, especially if we're gonna invade the guys down here. And it looks like we got some new tech, very nice. And let's go ahead actually and unlock research station output for now. Since we're not gonna go to war immediately, it's not worth unlocking plasma throwers, in my opinion. Oh, that's interesting. Quark Cartel declared Shadow Combine's rivals. Huh. I wonder if these guys are gonna go to war soon. We need to keep an eye on that.
System scan complete.
Alright, our explorers are hard at work. Our fleet is moving to engage the xenos in this system here. And once they're cleared out, we're gonna go in with a research vessel and survey it, and also excavate this dig site here.
Construction online.
Very nice. Oh, here we go. We just unlocked robot modification. Excellent. And for the next tech, I'm thinking let's go deep core mining to increase further our mineral output. That's gonna take 60 months. That's a long time actually, but it's gonna be worth it. Now let's go ahead and create a new robot template. Not for the rudimentary robots. Oh, we actually have to start building robots before we can... Yeah, okay, that makes sense, I guess. So let's go ahead and build a robot assembly on this planet here. And as soon as the other planets unlock their next building slot, we are gonna build robots in those planets as well. And that should help with our population growth a lot. Alright, we progressed the gas giant structure. So, the archaeologists working on the star petal have gathered sufficient clues and evidence to paint a reasonably clear picture of the station's final days. A stray asteroid impacted the station, knocking it into an orbit that would soon plunge it into Gal 2's atmosphere. Station-keeping thrusters could not compensate, and the command staff soon issued an evacuation order. Unfortunately, the station only had enough escape pods to evacuate a fraction of its passengers, and mass panic soon erupted. Those who were not trampled to death perished when the station's environmental system failed as it drifted deeper in the gas giant. I wonder if they draw inspiration from a certain seaborne vessel that had a similar fate about 100 years ago. And there's actually a planet here. I forgot about that. Size 25 arid world. That's interesting. Alright, let's watch our mighty navy here as they engage the xenos.
Engaging hostile fleet.
There we go. A bunch of blue lasers firing away. Very nice. There we go, and we made short work with these aliens without any losses for ourselves. Excellent. So let's go back to base.
System surveyed.
Alright. And once you're done here, we need to actually get a science ship. Okay, so I'm thinking once you're done here, let's... Actually, we should probably continue with On the Shoulders of the Giant. So this excavation site can wait for now. Just make sure everybody else has orders. There we go, very nice. And then I'm thinking we should expand over here. We also have a choke point here that we might want to grab, leading into this cluster over here. So let's go ahead and claim this system. And Theron Prime is actually online. Very nice. That's great. And we found some strategic resources. Rare crystals. Very nice, I'll take that. It's outside of our territory, however.
Construction online.
And it looks like we are done here. Gas giant structure. Rummaging through the secure safes where the Star Petal's wealthiest clientele stored their personal belongings had revealed a treasure trove of strange artifacts and jewelry. Perhaps the most noteworthy among the found items is the Heart of the Pulsar, a unique diamond necklace quite famous in its day for having been worn by 5 different heads of state. Alright, and we actually got 4,000 energy credits out of that. Very nice. I'll take that. Free monies? What's not to like? Okay, great. So, finally, Zeros Prime here. As soon as we upgrade the ship shelter into planetary administration, it's no longer gonna be a colony, and it's gonna benefit from better. It's not gonna drain the pop growth from our home planet, which is great. And then as soon as it's done building, we're gonna build a robot assembly plant here as well. Very nice. Okay, let's continue. Stability is actually pretty low because due to a lack of housing, so that's problematic actually. We should probably queue that up directly after the planetary administration actually. You can hold here for now, we don't have anything to do. Actually, we could start claiming the systems down here, I guess. Yes, we're still pretty okay, Empire Sprawl wise. Currently we get plus 8.5% more tech cost, but that's fine. Now, we should definitely go with healthcare campaign to increase our pop growth. Looks like we have an idle science ship. Yes, you should go and continue excavating the dig site for the last stand here, which is part of the On the Shoulders Giant event chain. And we can go ahead and activate automatic exploration for you. Don't have to babysit you anymore, which is quite nice.
Initiating evasive maneuvers.
Oh, what do we have here? Looks like we found some more aliens. Yes, we did. Okay, so one thing, we already have a science ship here, actually. So let's go ahead and take you back, and what we can do is we can actually start researching all these anomalies. But before we do that, we're gonna survey this system. Let's research the project first and then survey. Nice, and then we can queue up all these anomalies that we have saved, which is part of the precursor event. And it's gonna take a very long time, but now that we have some free science ships, we can definitely go ahead and research them. Okay, so what do... Oh, hello. What is this? What are these? Oh, the Caravaneers. Oh, okay, interesting. I am, however, curious. This must be the Horde. I think so. We are neighbors with the Horde. That's not optimal. Let's put it that way. Okay. I wonder how he actually came all this way. You know what? Go ahead and return. No, he's gonna take the long way. Yeah, shit. Okay.
Construction online.
Okay, you know what? For now, just go ahead and automatically explore over here. Let's research this anomaly. And we also made progress on the last stand. So, last bastion. There was no need for shovels or drilling lasers this time around. Head scientist Murgimikon and the archaeology team simply walked into the alien ruin. The site is very old, more than 1,000 years, but fairly well kept. It appears to be some kind of staging area built for a specific purpose. There are several laboratories and large storage hangars. The team have found a digital archive server. It's offline but appears fairly intact. Hopefully it will fill in the blanks regarding our lost benefactors. So let's go ahead and keep digging. Exciting times, exciting. Very, very exciting. Now you need a governor. If maybe, no, let's see here. Expansion planner, plans and sectors. Okay, that's interesting. Oh, this is where we create it. There we go. Let's go ahead. What can we see? No, okay, let's use you. Better than nothing. We're gonna move that around. I'm thinking now that we're building a lot of buildings, it's good to keep this governor to get decreased building cost. However, once our research gets up and running, we're definitely gonna switch that around. Okay, so for this, let's go for energy grid and capacity overload this time. You are still progressing there, very nice. Let's go ahead and build research stations here. Whoa, okay, many things happening at once here. So, anomaly in AL3. Despite the toxic content and high pressure of this planet's atmosphere, strong life signs have been detected coming from its surface. Interesting, let's go ahead and research that. Now, so the rudimentary robots, these are the ones that we found in Kamara Prime. Our colonists on Kamara Prime will need to deal with the ancient robots on its surface, who we presume were left behind when whatever fate befell their makers spared them. Many of these antiquated automatas have responded to our presence, making repetitive queries in an alien tongue. We believe they are awaiting input. They do not appear to be sentient, and it's likely they lack higher reasoning functions. Okay, gain robot pops on Kamara Prime. Or we could scrap them. I say let's go ahead and put them to work, because free pops are always nice, and also, okay, we can't really afford to build anything here. Our mineral production is pretty low actually, which we need to take care of sooner rather than later. We have one mining district coming online here. Yeah, due to our terrible mineral production, we're not going to be able to actually build any robot manufacturer plants. But yeah, we're as soon as we gather the minerals, for sure we're gonna get them. What? You should... let's hold off building that. You can go and claim this system in the meanwhile, however, and same thing with you. No, we can't actually afford it. Ammonia biosphere. Although toxic to most forms of known life, AO3 supports a thriving ecology within the high pressure of its atmosphere. Life here uses ammonia instead of water as a solvent and has developed in ways that differ significantly from previously established ecological models. Its study would greatly benefit our knowledge of xenobiology. Okay, interesting. Not that we gain anything from that. Now also we are in the negative with energy. Okay. So we definitely need to take care of our basic resources here. They're getting in the lows. Okay, so Nagyari Marauders encountered. Yeah, as I suspected, these guys are Marauders, and this is gonna be a huge problem actually. We have made first contact with the Nagyari Marauders, a nomadic civilization. They occupy a number of large space stations in and around the Hyron system that house the bulk of their massive numbers in crowded and squalid conditions. Despite this, or perhaps because of this, they seem to have developed a strong martial culture. Life in the cold void has become second nature to them, and they are very adept at space warfare. There is no Nagyari central government to speak of. Instead, they are divided into several different factions that vie endlessly with one another for resources and respect. Given the large population and shipbuilding capability of their stations, this constant infighting is the only thing keeping them from growling at a significant threat to the galactic peace. Alright, attempt to contact them. Ugh, god, they're ugly. Okay, so yeah, we'll deal with them when the time comes, I guess. Missing makers. Hyron Directorate scientists have expressed interest in studying the ancient robots on Kamara Prime and the demise of the civilization that created them. Thus far, researchers have found no definitive proof of what eradicated the robots' makers, a puzzle exacerbated by the centuries that have long since turned any biological remains to dust. Inspection of the planet has ruled out nuclear annihilation and extensive warfare as extinction events, but still the reason behind their disappearance eludes us. Researchers recommend launching a more intensive study at the ancient robots' hardware in an attempt to glean further insights. Okay, so we have a special project here, and let's check it out, how long it's gonna take. It requires a science vessel in orbit. We have one science vessel here. Let's go ahead and prioritize that one. We are still low on minerals here, which is a problem.
New technology discovered.
Okay, so we research on tile blockers. Let's go ahead and get more society research. Okay, never mind then, because that's gonna take a long time. So might as well bump up our Empire's Pro a little bit.
Online.
What I'm thinking actually is we should try and buy some minerals from the market here. We can definitely afford it to kickstart our production, because this is going to take way too long. So let's go ahead and build some robot assembly plants. Here and also here. We're out of housing, so we're going to need to build a mining district as well. And for you, let's build a mining district also. No, okay, we need to buy some more minerals. Let's go ahead and do that. 500 should be enough. There we go. And now we're going to focus a lot on our basic resources here, because we're running very low, as you can see. And also by doing this, we can afford to build some space station, mainly those that provide us with minerals. Let's go ahead and claim this system as well. Oh, we can't actually, we're still low on influence. Okay, so we hit a slight bump in the resource department here, but we should be able to recover pretty fast actually. Especially as soon as the robots start coming online. We should now have actually our first robot population coming on. In this planet, as soon as this guy is done building, we will actually need to put him to work. So let's go ahead and build a mining district. Because robots cannot work as technicians, only as farmers or miners. Let's see if we can... No, we cannot create a template just yet. That's fine. Let's move you into position until we are ready to actually start building. This guy is still moving, slowly, slowly. How are we with the relations? These guys only have one planet. That's interesting.
Anomaly detected.
Okay, so another anomaly in Aeol, this time around the planet 6. First, thought to be asteroids, a halo of motionless drop pods surrounds Aeol 6. Interesting, let's go ahead and research that. And we made more progress on the last 10. So, desperate measures. The science team managed to get alien digital archives up and running. They exclusively contain arbitrary logs which require some liberal interpretation. The phrase mind wipe initiative occurs frequently throughout the logs, and it appears to have been the specific focus of research at this location. Apparently the benefactors developed the technology by which they could manipulate the effectiveness of mental faculties, but how or for what purpose remains unknown. Alright, let's keep investigating. Now we should be able to... Let's actually save the alloys for now. But you know what? No, we should actually upgrade our navy a little bit. Make sure we are at fleet capacity at least. So let's go ahead and start building. We don't have the influence to build any new starbase anyway, so... Now, food-wise, you have increased pop growth speed. You do not. I'm thinking let's actually go ahead and buff our colonies that are growing, so they can reach to 10 citizens faster. Secret Heart. While unremarkable on the surface, the C-85-8 asteroid has a hollow core lined with industrial valuable crystals, like a gigantic geode hung in the stars. With special instructions prepared by Science Officer Von Tor, any future mining platform should be able to carefully harvest these crystals from the interior of the asteroid. Alright, interesting. Not that it matters to us because this is way outside our territory. Yeah, it's over here even.
Incoming transmission.
Alright, looks like the Shinnor Combine wants to form a research agreement with us, and we will most certainly accept. Okay, so Crescendo. The archaeological team on V Oram has found another ancient digital archive. This too consisted mostly of logs, but there was one journal entry of particular interest. The ship has taken off. We know they'll succeed. But there was no sense of hope or high spirits as they left. We know that the mission and the work we've done here are wrong, despicable. But the alternative is worse. That is one of the last entries found at the ancient facility. Not much of a closure, but at least plenty of technological discoveries were made. Maybe there's more. Okay, so research option gained, long-range mineral scanners. Okay, interesting. And we continue to excavate. Alright. Very cool, nice. We're making some progress on the event chain of On the Shoulders of Giant. And we have expanded, adding 2 new planets. So, all in all, very good progress so far. Okay guys, that's it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed the content, and if you did, please consider leaving a like and subscribing. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next episode. Bye!